Here are 5 reasons you should move to Austin or more. Number 1, the cost of living. Per NerdWallet, the cost of living in Austin compared to Manhattan is 60% below, compared to San Francisco about 46% below, compared to Los Angeles 34% below. Number 2, no state income tax. So here in Texas, you don't pay income tax. You do pay income tax to the federal government, of course, but you pay property taxes. And these property taxes are more in percentage compared to California and other places. However, when your properties are costing 4 times less, if you're paying double taxes in percentages, you are still doing just fine and you're paying about half comparatively. So remember to factor in the dollar figures and not the percentages like many people mistakenly do. Number 3, the weather. And this is kind of complicated because on my other video, the things that I didn't like about Austin, that it's going to be here or there, or I don't know, somewhere, I mentioned the weather too. So it really depends on your perspective. If you like warmer weather, a bit more tropical weather, then this is a plus. And if you hate the summer, if you hate the sun, this might be a minus. So if you are more of a summer person, this is a pro. Another thing to remember is that because the cost of living is so much cheaper, you can afford going to lakes and trips and boats and pools or whatever. You have a bit more expendable income, so consider that when you're considering a move. Number 4, tons of live music, live events, and just events in general. Listen, Austin is kind of cool. You have here Austin City Limits, South by Southwest, Formula 1, MotoGP, and a bunch of festivals. So if you're into these type of things, that's great. Another thing that is trending here significantly is the comedy scene. Now with Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle, you have more and more events. And last but not least, the city itself is really live. If you go to downtown, you have live music out of everywhere blasting, and you can find a venue with rock music or country music or hip hop or whatever the case may be. You can find it here, so it's kind of cool. Number 5, the restaurant scene. And I'm a bit of a foodie. I'm trying not to, but it's hard. And I like Austin a lot because of that, because the food here is so good. So obviously we have the barbecue. I have not had anything that is resembling to a Texas brisket outside of Texas up until today. But other than barbecue, you have good restaurant scene for high-end luxury restaurants like Jeffrey's and Red Ash and Odd Duck. You have a good scene for Japanese cuisine. You have Uchi and Uchiko, and you have Soto. You have a good scene for ramen. Ramen Tatsuya is my personal favorite, even though they lost the Tsukamen. Guys from Tatsuya, please add back the Tsukamen, come on. The pizza scene is great. I love Via 313, and I love Home Slice and Buffelina. And let's not forget the burger scene with Hop Daddy and Jew Boy Burgers and Casino El Camino, and yes, I'm going to say it, In-N-Out. And I'm being told in the earpiece that I shouldn't say anything about In-N-Out for reasons to move to Austin from California, but I'm saying this! In-N-Out is awesome! Number 6, the people here. I love Southern hospitality. I lived in the West Coast. I had a lot of business in the East Coast. And you know, no hate for any. I like the US as a whole. But the Southern hospitality, people are super friendly, are super supportive of one another. My old neighbor, Mike, was, just the best person. My personal opinion is that when you live in an area that is not as expensive as choking, you are more relaxed and it's easier, but hey, maybe I'm just imagining things. Number 7, tech hub and employment opportunities. Austin is trending. You have tons of companies here. I will try to do it from memory. So let's see. We have Tesla and Google and Apple and Facebook and Amazon and Whole Foods, PayPal, Dell, I'm getting slower, Oracle, who else? IBM, Indeed, VRBO, Silicon Labs, Intel, AMD. That's just, from the top of my head. With these companies, there is a blast radius, because when you have strong hub of high caliber people, you have a blast radius for the startup companies, for blue collar jobs and other opportunities as well. When you have this high caliber of people moving in, you also increase the equity in education, but I'm going to talk about education a bit later. In statistics, in the last year alone, we had 71,000 new jobs, about 6% of growth. We are beating the benchmark. And from the top 50 metropolises in the US, Austin is number 3. That is good statistics. Number 8, the public education system in Austin is excellent. Inns ISD is one of the top school districts in the entire country, but we also have various schools that are graded between like 8 to 10. I have an interactive map of schools. If you're into that thing, send me a message and I can forward it to you. Having great schools mean that you spend less money on private schools and your home equity is going to increase more because schools are a driving factor. And I know you don't move just because of prices, but it's going to help you out, so that's good. Another good thing about the education system in Austin is UT, the University of Texas. It's an excellent university and it's public, meaning that you can send your children there if you're living here and get a discount. Number 9, crime. Crime in Austin is comparatively low. Out of the top 30 metropolises in the United States, Austin is ranking number 28, and it's good to rank below in this type of statistic. It's about 400 violent crimes per 100,000 residents, and again, these are good. I wish it was 0, but you know, no place is perfect. So all in all, when people are asking me about crime, I'm telling them it's virtually non-existent. Who breaks into a Texan home? You need to be like mental. What do you think of this list? Did I cover most of the things? What did I forget? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're considering to move to Austin, invest in Austin, or just learning more about real estate and finance and all this type of things, follow me here in YouTube or reach out to me if you want to connect. You have my contact information below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Anything I want to say? No. Good luck.